Hello and welcome to One India. I'm Avinash. I am being joined by two of Bangladeshi journalists, Mahmood and Hasinur. So, guys, the biggest shock that we came today, it was a shock that Shakib suddenly comes up at the press conference and announces his retirement. What was your thought when you heard him speak about his retirement?
I was very much puzzled. It was a shock, as you mentioned. Actually, I was stunned.
Okay.
We are not expecting about that. We thought that Shakib will come and explain his injury situation. There was a controversy regarding his injury in his finger, bowling finger. So we are expecting that Shakib will clear up this kind of thing, but we didn't expecting that he will say his retirement and not one format from two formats.
Yeah.
Especially, I was shocked on the test format. I was expecting Shakib should play this format as long as he can because. He was very comfortable in test matches and Bangladesh need him most during, I think, in the three formats, Bangladesh needs Shakib most in the test matches.
Yeah, definitely.
It was a shock for me.
So, what were your thoughts and how would be the reaction back home in Bangladesh? I mean, it's an important test match coming up with India. Bangladesh are 1-0 down already in the series and then they have some bigger assignments coming across their way. But with no Shakib and Shakib just announcing his retirement, what are the sentiments back home?
You know, Shakib Al Hasan is our legend. Everyone was shocked. Definitely, everyone was shocked. I saw some of our colleagues are crying in the press conference. They are so emotional. Back in the home, you know, in Bangladesh, cricket is not just a game. It's our religion. It's our blood. Everything. It's our everything. We sleep cricket. We eat cricket. Shakib Al Hasan is our legend. Everyone was emotional. I talked many of my colleagues in Bangladesh. Everyone was emotional. The fan was emotional. But you know, you have to. Definitely, you have to maintain the situation, and maybe it is the correct time to say goodbye, Shakib Al Hasan.
Let's talk about Shakib Al Hasan's impact on not just in Bangladesh cricket, but in fact across sports. If you look at, how do you look at his legacy now that we can talk about his legacy as well?
If you see the all-rounder ranking, he was there for a very, very long time. Maybe after Jack Callis, he was the pure all-rounder.
Yeah.
He was the number one all-rounder in Test format, in ODI format, even in the T20 format. But not just for a while. It's a very long time. He dominated this table for approximately 10 years.
Yeah.
So it shows that how impactful he was. He was IPL winner with KKR also.
Yes.
So it shows his potential, not on Bangladeshi cricket, also in the world cricket. I think he was a very, very, very good all-rounder, especially for a left-arm bowler. He could be an idol for many other left-arm bowlers. So Shakib the most important thing, Shakib didn't have very much swing on his ball. He didn't have many assets in his armory actually.
Yeah.
But he was very clever. He can read the batter very well. He can read the situation of the game. With little resources, he done brilliant.
And now, how would you rate Shakib Al Hasan, the captain of Bangladesh team? I mean, after Mushraf Murtaza, if you look at, he has been the one who's been leading them. Playing 70 tests already is not a mean feat. But if you look at his captaincy legacy, how would you rate it? And what were the highlights of his captaincy?
You know, in Bangladesh, we have many problems. We have poverty problems, we have population problems, many problems. But Shakib Al Hasan is the first guy who first stand. Yeah, I'm the top. I'm the world number one. So his captaincy is little bit controversy. You know, when he was captain, there is a little controversy. Throughout his career, there is controversy. But as a captain, I rated. You know, we have never win anything. We played 3 Asia Cup final. We play World Cup quarter final. We play Champions Trophy semi-final. But this is the reality: is we never own anything. When we never own anything, then I don't rate you. But as a player, he is very, very high. But as a captain, I think he definitely have some lackings.
Okay. Now, if you look at potential replacements of Shakib Al Hasan, we have seen some sparks from Mehdi Hasan Miraj. He's done it with the bat as well as with ball. But if you look at overall performance and the impact that Shakib Al Hasan has had on the game, do you think there is anyone in the current Bangladesh team who could just fill the void which is being created with Shakib's exit?
It could be Mehdi Hasan Miraj, and he is our only option.
Okay.
I think after Shakib leaving, he will be the man because he didn't get enough opportunity, especially in terms of batting. He's batting in number 8.
Yeah.
So it's not fair to compare with him, Shakib.
Yes.
Shakib batting in the middle of the order. Mehdi have to bat with the bowlers also. So there is always a pressure on him. He is personally eager to bat in the half of the order, but with the situation at Mushfiq, Saqib, there was a big name in the middle. Leighton is there also in the middle order, so he didn't have the opportunity. But I hope BCB will give Miraj the opportunity because because the star will not born. You have to make your star. So he need the opportunity. Saqib Al Hasan didn't get his stardom within a days. After 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years, he get his stardom and he is performing consistently. So I think BCB should give the opportunity to Mehdi Hasan Miraj to flourish his potential. So I believe Mehdi Hasan has everything to be the successor of Saqib.
Mahmood, if you look at the overall structure of this Bangladeshi team, Shakib has been the fulcrum of it. But in the current lot, he just mentioned about Mehdi Hasan Miraj. There's a Litton Das. There's a Mushfiq who's going to be there for some time as long as you don't find a successor. But this, how is Shanto rallying the troop around? We've seen some sparks of brilliance from the Bangladeshi team in Chennai Test match. The first spell from Hassan was superb.
There was Nahid Rana also.
And Nahid Rana is looking to be a very bright prospect. Just tell us about that.
I don't think so. Because Saqib Al Hasan is not a player, he's come every day, not every year, not 10 years. Last 2 decades we play Test cricket, last 24 years, but Saqib Al Hasan is the only one. Not all Bangladesh cricket, also the world cricket perspective. I don't think so we get a replace of Saqib Al Hasan. If Mehdi Hasan Miraj had get the opportunity, I don't think so he will be Saqib Al Hasan because he's the only one. But if you tell me opportunity, definitely. There is some young guy also. You know, I mentioned a cricketer, Ariful Haq. He's a brilliant. And if Mehdi Hasan Miraj gets a chance, he will be very good all-rounder, but not the replace of Saqib Al Hasan. I don't think so.
There's definitely no replacement for Shakib Al Hasan. The contributions that he has had, 17 years he served Bangladeshi cricket, and maybe 1 year more because he's just mentioned about retiring after the Champions Trophy. But let's talk about his farewell. He said that South Africa series at home will be the farewell match that he wishes to play at home. Do you believe Bangladesh Cricket Board is going to give him a farewell? Because the way he mentioned today at the press conference, he was sort of in a dilemma phase whether he will get it or not.
To be honest, if you ask me, if he don't get the opportunity, that was unfair. Because a guy who served his country 17 years, if you don't get his opportunity, that's totally unfair. Definitely, I think, I mentioned you before, cricket is not just a game in Bangladesh. Definitely, the government should be, Bangladesh Cricket Board should be definitely giving the chance. And I hope so, I expect so. And this is my cordial request to Bangladesh government, definitely also the BCB. Please give the opportunity, and I think he will be played last match in Mirpur because Mirpur is his home soil.
Yes.
All the people are coming. He deserves it, man. He definitely deserves it.
And if you just could just foresee the moment and the outpour of crowds coming into the Mirpur Stadium, filling into to the capacity, and Shakib Al Hasan just announcing his retirement, playing his last game. Well, I mean, can you just imagine it, or is it still very emotional to imagine that?
Yes, I can imagine it. I can help you to imagine that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't compare Shakib with Sachin Tendulkar. But if you remember his farewell, he was how his teammate is giving the victory lap and say goodbye to him. I think that will be a grand celebration for Shakib Al Hasan also because he is our Sachin Tendulkar. He is our everything. Yes. So he is the biggest superstar. I am expecting that kind of grand reception for him, and let's give him the opportunity to say goodbye.